This is insane, guys. This is a case study that every career guru who ever told you to just work harder needs to see. Samsung agreed to pay some of its employees 400,000 bonus this year. Other employees at the exact same company, same building, same quarter, same profit pool are getting 4,000. And it's not a typo. That is 100 times difference. Hello guys, Millennium Griffin here. So, here is what happened. Samsung mediated a landmark profit sharing deal with its memory chip division. For some chip workers, that means roughly $400,000 this year. And that number makes sense in context of the AI boom. But here is the problem. Samsung also makes smartphones, consumer electronics, and the workers in those divisions, they are looking at bonuses of around $4,000. We're speaking about same company, same leadership, same quarterly earnings call, and 100 times difference in how the profit is shared. And in my opinion, it's not about who worked harder. The memory chip workers did not suddenly become 100 times more productive than their colleagues in mobile. They did not unlock some secret productivity hack. They are in divisions that happens to be at the center of the AI revolution, and that structural position gave them union real leverage. And here is the key issue. When career gurus tell you that your salary is a direct reflection of your value, that if you just work harder and develop more skills, the money will follow. They are ignoring the single biggest factor in compensation, where you sit in the structure. Imagine two employees at the Samsung, same education, same years of experience, same performance reviews, but one works in memory chips and one works in mobile displays. Both do their jobs excellently. One gets 400,000, the other gets 4,000. Is the second employee 100 times worse at their job? Of course not. This is every company you have ever worked for. Some divisions are profit centers, some are cost centers, some roles are strategic, some are operational, and the difference in compensation has almost nothing to do with individual effort and almost everything to do with structural positioning. So, what actually changes? What do you do with this information? First of all, and I want to be honest here, you cannot always choose which division you work in, but you can understand the structural dynamics of your company. Which department generates the revenue? Which department sit closest to the core business model? This is where the leverage lives. Second, in my opinion, the most dangerous career advice is the advice that treats compensation as moral judgment of your work ethic. It's not. It's a negotiation between structural forces, and some workers have better negotiating positions than others. Not because they are better people, but because they sit at different point in the value chain. And the third, this is why the just work harder narrative is so damaging to you. Because it convinces you that if your bonus is small, it's your fault. You did not do enough. And that is exactly what companies want you to believe. Because it stops you from asking the real question: why is the bonus pool structured this way in the first place? And if you are sitting in your job right now, wondering why your compensation does not match your effort, stop asking what you did wrong. Start asking where you positioned. Have you ever worked in a company where one division got dramatically better treatment than another? And did anyone ever explain why? Millennium Griffin out.